Guy.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Muted. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Benny and Eddie and everybody else. This is my guests. These are my guests, Andy and James from Black Crown Initiate. Guys, welcome.
This
What's
is
going
my
on?
guess.
Welcome to my talk show.
Welcome.
How's everybody doing? How
What's
you guys
up?
been?
What's up?
Good,
Doing good, man.
man.
Good, man.
As
Yeah.
best as you can.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Chilling, working out a lot.
No.
Andy,
no.
no.
Stupid amounts. I'm working out enough. Andy,
Yeah, I
you
think
both.
so.
Andy, you both.
Yeah.
Stupid
Yeah.
amounts. Stupid amounts. Stupid
You're
amounts.
killing it,
Stupid
though,
amounts.
man. I mean, your knees are killing you, but you're overall everything
Yeah.
else is
Yeah.
going well on your body.
Yeah.
So far, so far, so
Eventually,
good.
your heart will explode.
It feels like it. It feels like it.
You
Man.
do,
It feels like it, man.
You take pre-workout at all or no?
I was doing a little bit. It was making me feel terrible.
Yeah.
I think there was like a weird ingredient when I was using. So the last week I didn't do any caffeine at all.
Oh, okay.
And then I had a coffee today.
Ooh, wait, there's some echoes.
In a
Oh,
week.
I know
in
what
a
I
week.
did wrong here. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hold on
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
Speakers.
Okay.
There we go. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right,
it's,
we're
it's
good.
deli- It's definitely delayed.
Yeah, it'll be delayed
my
on this
screen.
screen. Yeah.
Cool.
But I got rid of the echo. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh,
I always forget, you know, technology and shit.
yes, good.
Echoes are fine by me.
I'm real good at technology.
Don't hate the delay.
Hate
yeah.
the game.
Right. So how's it
Not the
been
player.
with the new record? I know obviously it wasn't, the whole plan was touring on it and we had things set up and in motion and all that good shit, but unfortunately that got canned. But how's
Yeah.
the response been? I mean, are you guys happy with it and how people received the record from like past ones?
For sure. It seemed to be, pretty positive reviews. Obviously, you definitely want some people to hate your shit because if everybody likes it, that's lame.
It's kind of boring
But
then.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, the response
It's
was
like someone
pretty
talk
good.
shit.
Yeah, I know you hate it.
I know there's someone out there that hates this damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been pretty stoked on the reception myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
We yeah.
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 It's been good.
Yeah, it's been good. I'm like,
I mean, I think it's definitely personally, it's my favorite Black Crown record. And I love your past records, but this one definitely stands out the most to me.
awesome.
I feel like you can tell like that you guys put a lot into it. You put a
Yeah,
lot of
for
work.
sure.
Like the songwriting, everything, the vocals, everything together, even the production sounds amazing. It's just overall the art, everything to like the artwork. I just love the fucking artwork so much.
Yeah, it all turned out very, very well. Which I guess you better make a killer album if you have 4 years to do it.
Yeah, exactly. When did you? Was that when you guys like reformed? Was it 4 years ago? Like, were you always writing music while you guys were broken up, so to say?
Well, that's kind of like, I guess it didn't take us 4 years because we kind of went on hiatus in like 2016, late 2000,
Yeah.
well, the end of
It was
2016.
the
So I
end.
guess it was maybe, yeah. So I guess maybe 2000. Maybe we started writing in probably not too long after that. Maybe like 8 months after that.
Yeah.
Nick and I started writing, but it wasn't
Okay.
it wasn't with the knowledge that we were going to necessarily do anything with it. It was just because we enjoy writing music together.
Yeah. And then when did you guys really? When was it when you guys announced that the band was back together? I forget. Was it 2000?
I forget too.
18?
It was probably it had to be 2018, and that
Right.
you were actually the first dude that I talked to about that.
Yeah, because we never really like talked before. No, we never did
No.
at all. Actually.
No, but you were the first person in the industry that
I remember. Yeah.
kind of showed your support and offered to work with us and shit and started helping us out.
Yeah, no, I remember in like even like you know, I know you guys are obviously close with the Rivers and Nile guys. I even, you know, Brody was even like, yo, definitely work with them, pick them up. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I've always loved the band. I've always been a fan of the band.
Thanks,
So
Brody.
it was definitely, yeah, Brody. I love Brody. Shout out to Rivers and Nile.
Thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I think it might have been like 2018-ish when we played. I can't remember what show. We played a show.
Yeah, there was.
Right.
Yeah.
We did like a. I can't remember if.
We played. Yeah, there was. Was it in the city, New York City or something? Right.
Might have been New York City.
I remember that you guys did do a show in the city, like St. Vitus or something like that.
Yeah.
That was
do a
okay.
St.
So
Vitus show.
The first two shows we did were in Reading and in Montreal.
Oh yes, Montreal.
We did the Beyond Creation CD release show in Montreal, and that was really rad.
Yeah, that had to be a good time.
It was, but it was also like it felt weird because it was like I don't remember how to be on stage.
Yeah, I could imagine that being like a weird feeling after, you know, a few years or a couple years at least.
Yeah, and there were like 800 people there too, so it was like, oh, cool.
Beyond Creation hometown,
yeah.
That's rad that they invited you for that.
That was really cool.
It was so cool.
That's very.
I love that band too.
Yeah,
I love those guys.
Incredible band, great people too.
Yeah, big time.
So that 800 people there for that show.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
It was a lot.
And that was your second show back, technically, right?
Yeah. and I kept the first two shows that we did. My amp kept blowing fuses, so I ended up having to borrow gear both times.
Oh, that was sick.
Oh, jeez.
Like driving around Montreal, I bought a bunch of fuses, and then I put them in my amp, and they would just blow immediately.
Oh man!
And
the day of the show.
The Reading show had happened, and I stood up on stage with like a telling jokes and shit like an asshole. And then I thought I had it fixed, and then it did it in Montreal too, so I had to borrow Phil from First Fragments amp.
Oh wow, that's a bummer.
I remember this now. Will Arsenault says Montreal was a fun night, and he was right.
I never have fun with Will Arsenault.
Well, at least you got, you know, you had the amp problem, but I remember when Rivers and Nile did a hometown show, and you know, in Reading, and their drummer didn't show up.
Yeah, I remember that too. That was.
I love you, Dylan. But yes,
not cool.
I think that was before I was working with the guys. I'm pretty positive. Or it might have been during it. I can't remember.
I don't think you were working with them yet, because I had just gone to Montreal with them for. They played like a Christmas show with Beyond Creation, and Dylan was still in the band.
Oh, okay. I was booking them when Dylan was still in the band. It was like one tour. It was like a.
So maybe, yeah.
I think it may have been. Just like Brody telling me that, and I was like, oh, and he's like, yeah, we had to use drum tracks, like backtracks.
My first band did that, and it's terrible.
Oh my god,
that's a really bad time.
I could not imagine playing a live show without a drummer.
It's not fun.
There's just, especially with the music. I mean, you all play.
Yeah,
it would feel like karaoke to me.
Yeah, it would feel. It would definitely
exactly
feel. You would not feel that power that the drums have behind you. You know what I'm saying?
I remember going to a show in Allentown, Pennsylvania one time.
Oh,
you
Allentown?
Yeah. It was like the Croc Rock or
Crack Rock.
It was either a Croc Rock with a venue across the way. I can't remember which. And I've seen some good shows there. But my old band played there, and there was those like one man death metal bands.
Yes. Oh yeah. I've seen them.
Insidious Discrepancy or something like that.
Yeah.
This was that, but the guy didn't play guitar. He just sang.
Oh, that's sick.
Wait. Okay.
Karaoke.
Literally karaoke. There is a band that does that. It's Putrid Pile. It's literally, but he actually
Putrid Pile's kind of sick though.
They're pretty sick. Yeah, no, that's what I was getting. Like, it's actually pretty sick. And it's just,
I loved Insidious Discrepancy. I thought that guy was very inventive and like a really good guitar player, and he did some really cool stuff and was a great performer.
Yeah,
like it can be done.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, I think Putrid Pile even pulls it off really well, and I was surprised by that. I forgot who showed me that band a few years ago, and they were just like, yeah, it's just one guy playing guitar and vocals, and he has the drum tracks going.
That's what I'm gonna do when our whole band quits.
Just go do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Just you.
There's only one logical way to figure that one out.
God damn.
Only one way to go.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'll call the band like Meat Cleaver Abortion.
That's I mean, you can.
Yeah.
And then you'll be accepted. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everyone will literally give you a pass. And be like, oh yeah, that's expected. Yeah.
Andy's had a rough decade.
What?
Andy's had a rough decade. Give him a break.
Give him a break, guys. This is his new band. So who was? It's crazy because I don't know like too much about the band. So who was like behind starting Black Crown Initiate?
I sound like I have a huge ego, I guess, but me.
No, it's not. No, I had a feeling it was you.
Yeah, so like I played in a bunch of bands. Well, I mean it's a very long story, but
yeah, I
played in a band with James and Jesse, our original drummer.
Okay.
Before
and
Black
Nick.
Crown and Nick, Nick, our bass player, eventually joined, and it was kind of more like straight up like technical death metal, and I never really liked that personally.
Yeah.
So I think I like early on in my music my youth, I guess I tried to trick myself into liking that stuff because I thought you're supposed to or something, but I really wanted to do like other stuff, so I eventually like quit the band, and I think I told James that I was going to start a band like Black Crown. I don't know if I had the name yet, but
you did.
Oh, really?
I did.
You already got the name. Wow.
You did, and I feel like that to me, the name was so like, oh, I have to do that.
It caught
the name
my attention,
was so
right?
Yeah, the name just was
It caught my attention.
It resonated.
Yeah, it felt good.
So Nick, James, and I did the EP. So our first EP is just us with the drum machine.
Oh,
well, not a drum machine.
Well, I know program
drums.
Yeah, and that's how it all came together, pretty much.
Yeah.
Damn, what year was that?
2012.
2012.
Yeah, I think we were probably talking about it in 2011.
Just like
maybe, I don't know.
I think it was 2012 that we started to have the conversation, and then 2013 is when we recorded the EP, like in the summer, like June-ish or something like that.
Yeah, well, I want to say we did. Fuck, I don't know.
My sense of time is off.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
I think all our brains are shot.
Yeah.
They're fried from over the years and years.
Yeah, touring to me like destroyed my sense of time.
Oh,
totally.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone suffers from that, but I certainly do.
I feel like a lot of people do. I mean, you just forget.
This past year destroyed my sense of everything.
I mean, yeah, this has been a rough one.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna come back from it though. It's gonna take time, but I see it coming back. I mean, shit. All these other. I saw a video today. I forget what the artist's name was. It was a Christian act. Nothing against Christianity. We don't have to get into that kind of topics or anything like that.
Sure. But
they were literally, Sean Fawcett, or I might be pronouncing it wrong. Who cares? I don't really care. But anyway, there was like 9,000 to 10,000 people in downtown Nashville.
Sick.
For this, and I was just like blown away. Oh, Benny, you just retweeted that tweet of mine. Yeah. I was just completely blown away by it, and I was like, so wait, all these people are allowed to get together?
Well, that's the whole thing about it, is like it's sort of
no one should be able to get together like this right now.
Well, everything or no one. I mean, it's
exactly. It has to be one or the other.
Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
That's the thing. It's tough to like.
It is.
I don't want to get too far into it, but yeah, it should be. I mean, the regulations are just fucked.
They really are.
And we're seeing, I think, some of the worst of it. I mean, I know there's a lot of other professions that are suffering too, but
I think we're seeing the worst.
Yeah, I mean,
too.
I think we're.
I don't want to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, it sucks to say. it sucks to accept it.
Yeah,
But
I think the transition back will be pretty rough. Although, people are going to fight to bring it back because they miss it, and there's a lot of people's livelihoods
that
at stake. So so I think people are going to fight for it, but I think when it does start to really come back, it's going to be, all these venues in the wake of having been closed for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So they're out of business. So new venues will have to start. They'll be at half capacity. Some of them were like a quarter capacity.
Yeah, it's going to depend on all the, wherever they are. I feel like some will be at full, some will be at half, some will be at 25% or 75%. It's going to be all over the place.
Yeah, which will
coupled with the fact that
it'll be struggled.
Yeah,
this whole thing has like changed human behavior and the way we interface with each other forever too. So I mean, it's not just going to be everyone going like, "Oh, I'm ready to go out to a show." There's a lot of fear, and I think that's going to take a very long time if it ever goes away.
Yeah, it'll be like a mix of some people being like comfortable and not giving a shit, and some people being like, "No, like keep your distance. I'm keeping my mask on." You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's going to be like a very mixed thing. I think for smaller bands, I think bands of like, anywhere between like 100 or 200 capacity, even 300 will be able to come back faster, obviously, than bands that are like 1,000+ capacity bands.
Right. Right. I mean, and the thing that was good for us is like, it kind of happened at, I don't want to say, I can't say the perfect time because this sucks ass, but like, we were just getting started back up, and we don't really have the amount, like being a touring band with a bunch of assets right now would be really, really troublesome to have, like, I don't know, van payments or, shit like that you have to, like, we don't have that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we did back in the day, but I mean, we kind of lucked out.
Yeah, I know it was going to be, we obviously had those conversations and stuff. It was going to, it's a lot of money because, like for you guys, at least, you're going to have to get a new van. You're probably going to have to get a trailer. You're probably going to have to buy more equipment, Then you're flying guys out, to practice before you take off. And then it's a lot that goes into it. Like thousands and thousands of dollars go into, and it's not for every single band. Some bands live close to each other. Some bands live states apart from each other. So there's a lot of different.
That's us.
Yeah, that's you guys, for example. Andy, you're in Phoenix, right?
Close. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm in Mesa, but
Mesa,
pretty much.
And then James, where are you located now?
I live in Indiana.
Indiana, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. None of us live together. Like none of us are close. We're all flying.
Flying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess, so I mean, now's, I guess, the good time to save up and hopefully be somewhat prepared to, when things start moving again. It's like, oh, okay, we saved up X amount of money. We can go put this, if we want to go buy a van, we can go finance it and put this much down if we want or something, depending.
Right.
Hi, Andrew. Andrew from Fallujah's here.
Oh, yeah, Andrew Baird. What's up?
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Hi, Jan, as well.
He's the man. But yeah, let's see. So what made you guys get back together? Like, was it that you really did miss it?
Yeah, I mean, for my part, I think it was like I don't know. I had already sacrificed a ton to make the band happen. I quit my job.
Yeah.
I let myself get like financially sort of fucked.
Yeah.
For a while, So for me, I really had a dire need for this to continue.
Yeah, you really wanted to do it, still do it.
Yeah. So I definitely, I definitely put a lot of pressure on the situation to try to make it work for myself, and I think all the other guys started to kind of agree as well that it was something that we had to do, and we didn't know. I think we didn't know what was going to happen, so these guys started writing again, and just to see where it would go,
and then just took off from there, pretty much, right?
Yeah, I mean, without, because I my life sort of fell apart, and I think a lot of the reason that the band got back together is James, because he kind of he'd be like, "Hey, dude, you should do something." I'm like,
keep nudging you here and there.
Yeah.
Gave you that boost.
I mean, yep, for sure.
Like, hey, Andy, you write really good songs. You should just start doing that again.
I
like what you. Yeah, I don't play guitar, but I'm really good at vocals, and you should really start doing the guitar thing again.
I can definitely scream.
Once Nick,
yes, you can. That's the truth.
Once Nick and I got our shit back together, it was kind of rolled, and we just wrote the new album. But again, like, we didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah, you didn't know what you didn't know what was going to come from it.
No.
When did you guys meet Mike Gitter from Century? Was he the one that reached out to you?
I want to say he did, but I feel
was
like
it somebody else?
Well, you were the first person to reach out to us.
I think, yeah, for booking. I don't know if I got you two in touch with each other.
I think you did.
Did I? Because I've gotten a few people in touch with Gitter. Because me and Mike go way back. Not like way back, but like 10, 11
James
years.
and I were having
calls. Yes. Oh, yeah, you're right now. Now I'm remembering this. And then I got, then I introduced
you and Mike and James and I.
Yeah. And then I introduced you. Yeah, well, before those calls, I got you introduced to him.
He's been around for a long time.
Oh, yeah, dude. I've known him since, I think, 2009 or 2010. I used to work at this label, Mediascare Records, and that's when I met him, because the label, their distribution was through Century Media. So we went through Century Media. So I've known Mike since then, and then I quit that label. But we've always, I quit that label back in like 2012, but we've stayed in touch since then for the most part. And I think he left for Century Media for a little bit, I believe, and then he went back, and that's when I think when he went back to Century Media, that's when we started talking again. Like, he hit me up and was like, "Yo, what bands are you listening to?" Having like those conversations, and I'm like, "Yo, check out this, check out that." And like there was like a few, including you guys, where he was like, "Yo, yeah, I'm gonna hit them up. This is fucking awesome." And I'm like, "Yeah, do it, man."
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah, which reminds me, I gotta call him back.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. I'm like, I gotta call Gitter back today, and I get fucking caught up with something else. And I'm like, damn it. I love talking to him. He's, he has very good taste in music.
Yeah, he talks real fast too.
Yes, he does. We saw each other back in the last time we saw each other was at Psycho Las Vegas last year. We hung out for a bit.
Oh yeah, I'd like to hit that up one time.
Oh yeah, dude. I hope it happens next August, because the team behind that festival, they're all amazing people. They're all extremely nice, great hospitality. Like when me and the guys from Continental went last year, they're just great people. They treated us great, and they're fucking nice people. That's it.
Was last year Opeth?
Yes, it was.
Sick.
Dude, it was a blast. Like, the whole layout of the fest is incredible. It's very easy to get around, and it's very relaxed, and it's just, you don't even have to go outside if you don't want to. Because especially
just in like a casino or what?
Yeah, it's like two casinos that are like attached to each other. So it's like you just like walk through the mall one, and you get to the other part of it. It's fucking awesome. It
sounds amazing.
Yeah, like I was worried. It's like when we landed in Vegas, when me and my friend Bryce landed in Vegas, we stepped outside and it was like 110. And I was like, fuck, man. Walking to and from these stages is going to be torture. And then we figured out that you didn't have to do that. And 2 of the 3 stages were indoors.
I live in Arizona. I get that.
Oh, yeah, you know the fucking heat.
Oh, you're in Texas,
right? Oh, I know the heat too, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Today's hot. Today's
And
like upwards
you
of
have more humidity, right?
Yeah, I think we definitely
yeah.
get more humidity than you guys do in Arizona.
Oh
and
yeah.
Vegas, yeah. You guys have that very dry heat.
Yeah.
Dry that mouth out real quick.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
What that mouth do? It dry out.
To draw hate.
Yeah. So what's like the meaning behind the record? The new record, Violent Portraits. Who like wrote? Who's behind like the lyrics? Who writes all the lyrics, or do you guys all contribute to that?
I just scream.
I generally do that, and
you do.
Yeah. But I mean, it's sort of just like I mean, I've had a feeling like my entire life that okay, so basically like it's just about being stuck in mental cycles that are difficult or nearly impossible to get out of.
Yeah.
But that ultimately you have to, and that's really the whole notion of the album is like as an adult you're responsible for yourself, which I've had trouble accepting.
Yes. Yeah, I think a lot of people have that. I've had the issues. The struggles. So
I can't blame my parents and everybody else anymore.
Yeah, you can't.
But yeah, exactly. So that, I mean, that's the. But a lot of our lyrical themes, I mean, from day one have been inherently cyclical, because I think that's like a beautiful and a maddening part of life. Is that everything's just like going in a circle all the time.
Yeah, it is. Who came up with the artwork idea for the record?
That was my buddy Sean Warner, man. He's from my home. Well, he's not from my hometown. I think he's from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
But I think he's from Pittsburgh. But he lived. Well, at the time he lived in my hometown of Reading, and he's a very good friend of mine. So he's a great painter, and we wanted a painted album cover, and he was so familiar with what was going on in my life at the time that it was just sort of like, hey, paint our album cover. And he was like, cool, I want to do this. And then that's what he painted. It was really easy.
Wow. So but
it's perfect because he understood what I was writing about already because he was, such a close friend of mine.
Yeah. So you would like show him the lyrics and stuff and tell him about it?
Eventually, but we met at a bar one night, and he was just like, "So I have this idea, and this is what I'm going to do." And I was like, "Yeah, that's perfect."
Wow! So he pretty much nailed it first time through.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, if for anybody like his art is incredible.
Oh yeah, I think it came out perfect.
It's like my favorite. It's like my favorite album cover ever.
I mean, honestly. Yeah,
I love working with him too.
It stands out. Did he do anything prior for Black Crown? Has he?
Never.
No.
Nope.
Wow. Does he just paint?
That's his primary medium. Yeah, he does. Okay. He does painting.
Big oil paints, right?
I don't think he's much. I don't think he's a big digital guy.
Okay. That's cool. So
yeah, he's not. We had somebody else like do all the digital aspect.
Okay.
Actually, Alex Hoffman, formerly of Fallujah, currently Muldratha.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He does like all
Alex, great guy.
Stuff.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. Yeah.
I didn't know he did that.
He did our actual cover for the Wreckage of Stars.
Oh, okay. No shit. Yeah, I had no idea Alex did that. I've only met Alex once, but I met him at I forget what show it was. It was at St. Vitus. And, he's a great guy. He was cool as fuck. We hit it off that night. He was cool as hell. Hung out all night, drank and shit. Had a great time.
Hell yeah, man. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, great vocalist too. I had no idea he did that stuff. I had no clue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you know.
Now I freaking know. Alex designed a lot of the Fallujah merch. Makes sense.
Yeah, he did.
Makes sense. Damn, that's fucking tight. It's funny
because he's got a very good sensibility for that stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
That's great. Yeah, it's funny because I just started Andrew from Fallujah. Me and him started talking a lot this year. I guess we can blame it on the pandemic, but it was we started honestly just playing Call of Duty together. We have mutual friends that play, and we linked up, and then he started streaming. I did as well, and then we just became friends from that.
He's another great dude for sure.
Yeah, he really is. Amazing drummer as well.
Oh yeah.
Very hardworking.
Yes.
Yes, Andrew's a very hard worker. Love the guy. So what are was there any struggles, I guess, Black Crown faced when the band was actively touring and putting out music and stuff? What were some of your guys, what were some struggles that the band ran into?
Well, I feel like for us, there were a couple things working against us. One is that none of us really came from any kind of rich family situation.
Yeah.
It's great for those that have that. I would have loved to have had that, and
for sure.
that's 100% fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
But we just didn't. We're a couple. Just working stiffs, and so grinding on tour for as long as we did. Just I think
rough.
I was working at a bank, and I had a good well-paying job, and my whole life was set up, bills included, my rent, my car payments and such.
Yeah.
And when it came time for us to do our second, we did one tour with Behemoth in 1349.
Wow.
Goat Horn Inquisition.
Yeah, I didn't realize 1349 or even Inquisition was on that.
Yeah, Goat Horror, Inquisition, 1349, and Behemoth. That was our first run. Yeah. So my job let me go for that. They just gave me unpaid time off. They were trying to work with me, but when we did our second tour, which was with Flesh God, Apocalypse, and Septic Flesh.
Yeah.
The Conquerors of the World tour.
Yeah. Yep. I think
Yeah.
Stefan, my boss, booked that. I'm pretty sure. He did.
Yep.
Yeah, that's his tour.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
It was amazing. But they, made me quit. So I quit the band, and we
So you quit your job.
Yep. But I didn't quit the band. Yeah, I quit the band.
I was like, wait.
Sorry. No.
So you quit your job. Yeah.
I'm still kind of,
Oh, you're good.
Dumb from earlier today. But yeah,
Dumb all the time.
yeah, me too. So I think money was a big thing. My bills didn't change. I still had a $1,200 rent payment. My roommate at the time stopped paying his share of the rent, so it was doubly so.
Yeah.
So we were just slaves, and I wasn't sleeping, and I actually I got so stressed that it suppressed my immune system, and I got cancer from it.
Whoa.
So it was real rough, I think, to that end. I didn't.
Yeah.
Just not really having a huge financial I could just go back with mom and dad or something like that. So I think stuff like that, having to just keep reinvesting the money that we did make as a band back into the band was kind of a huge struggle, but there was all the difficulties of tour were just made that much more difficult, bands breaking down or
the normal, that bullshit.
Stuff like that.
I remember we got back from that Behemoth tour, and we had made it back to Pennsylvania because it ended in Seattle, and then we played a couple shows on the way home with Goat Horror, but we got back to Pennsylvania, and we were like, hey, it's we didn't know anything, so it was basically figuring out how to account as well. And once we got home, we're like, let's count the money and see how much we can all take home from that 6-week tour we just did. And it was $42 each.
Yeah. We were just and I think we thought it might be more, so we were like,
we did. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you thought it. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I went back. I was like, hey, family, whatever. I just did 6 weeks of work for $42.
Yep. It's that. Just
we were eating once a day, we didn't have enough.
Yeah.
Oh, the end of that tour, dude. We were like, oh, there's a cracker. Let's fight over it. It was bad.
Yeah. There were holes in our van floor, and just exhaust would pour into my bunk. And
man,
there's a really long story about us losing a trailer tire in Yellowstone, and
In
like
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone?
It was like Yellowstone National Park, and like everybody was asleep. I had been awake for like 26 hours or something like that, and
Jeez.
it was snowing. There was no phone service, and it had crossed.
And
the
we
stream.
were in bear country.
Yeah.
Well, it had landed in bear shit. That was the thing, is the wheel had landed in bear shit.
Okay, that's
according to the Mountie or whatever they call it, the park ranger. He's like, oh
the
yeah,
ranger, yeah.
So like,
landed your trailer in some bear scot.
Yeah. So I had to like wrestle this 100-pound tire like covered in grease and bear shit across a stream in the snow, looking out for bears.
And then I opened a can of tuna in the middle of this, and everybody got mad at me.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Of all things. Of all
like,
things.
Bear, come here.
Yeah.
Just get rid of me.
Oh yeah.
Just take me away.
Like one more thing upon one more thing. So you're just like,
oh my god.
So yeah, we got some tales like that, you know.
Jeez,
it was, man. But it was a crash course in how to not be green.
Yeah, you guys were on a lot of. You guys were on a lot of tours. I remember there was like a few years where I would always see like, dude, Black Crown, holy shit, they're on this. Oh, damn, Black Crown's on that. Oh, wow.
I don't think we had mastered the art of like, maybe this isn't a good one for us.
I think we just took. You just took.
Well, dude, like for a band like us to go on tour with like Deicide, even though they're a great band and like killer dudes and whatever, it's just
kind of the wrong tour.
Yeah, they had their eyes glazed over when I started singing, dude. They're like, well, they wanted to kill me.
Yeah, they're like, wait, why is he singing? What is that?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? We're at Deicide show.
Glenn Benton would stand there and watch Andy from right underneath Andy like this.
Yeah, Glenn
Benton afar, like right under him like this. And
dude,
then the song would stop.
It was weird.
What?
The song would stop, and he'd be like, "You sound like fucking Perry Como."
Yeah, he called me Perry Como.
Holy shit!
Yeah, he liked me, dude. He would like, for whatever reason, Glenn Benton liked me, and
dude,
he would like take selfies with his selfie stick with me.
Yeah, he had a selfie stick on that tour.
Oh my god!
He'd be like, "Yo, Perry Como." I'm like, "Holy shit, you're Glenn Benton. Why do you like me?"
Yeah, why do you like me? I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not expect that either. I've never met Glenn. I've heard many stories. Like Stefan, my boss, works with them, and he loves them. Like they're good friends and everything. And he's worked with Deicide for a good while now. But he's told me stories and shit. And I'm just like, man, this guy's interesting. And I've seen Deicide like a handful of times. Just I've never met him or anything like that. And that's just so fucking funny.
You should tell Dan the story of you snapping your leg in half.
Oh my god, what?
Oh, well, so I like
what?
When I was Jesse, our old drummer, used to play in Jungle Rot.
Oh, okay.
And I went to see him play. It was Deicide and Jungle Rot, and I went to see them at Reverb in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
This was before the band. And I was all drunk, and Deicide started playing shit off of like Serpents of the Light, and I was like, I'm gonna go mosh.
Yeah,
and
fuck it.
I was advised not to, but I did anyway. And then
who advised you?
Yeah, so some like really big dude fell into my leg.
Oh.
And it was like a compound fracture, my tibia fibula, but like they were both broken in half and shit.
Wow.
But when we toured with Deicide, I was like, yo, Glenn Benton, you owe me a new leg. And he was like, no, I don't.
No, I don't. So was it like it was
I fucking don't.
Was it like fun touring with those guys since like Glenn liked you and everything?
That was a shit show of a tour, but I liked touring with those guys quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Metal Alliance with like Entombed and shit where it all fell apart.
That's
heard about that.
Yo, man, have I heard about
it just unraveled,
dude.
Man.
And I think I don't know if I've ever personally had a tour unravel like that one did.
I don't think it's ever happened like that before.
I remember hearing about it from Steph, and I'm like, it was like every day the tour was happening, there was something new, and I was like,
Eric
what is happening?
Broke his hand.
Yes, yeah. I remember. Yep, Eric Rutan broke his How did he break his hand?
He was loading a cab into a trailer.
Oh man.
And yeah, he's just like, and then I remember we were in Austin, Texas, and he was just like trying to play Hate Eternal riffs with like 2 fingers, and it was like, dude, you can't. It's not gonna work.
He was actually attempting that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, he's a pretty determined guy, and he was just gonna try to do it, and it was like, dude, you can't do it, man.
You can't do that. You can't play your songs with 2 fingers, my dude.
I couldn't play his songs with 20 fingers.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people can't play his songs with 20 any fingers.
This ferocious vocal.
Oh, I know. All at the same time. It's like, how can you do that?
The whole time. Yeah.
He's an animal.
So they dropped off. And then by the end of the tour, it was just us and Savart Crown.
The last show of the Metal Alliance tour was in Baltimore, and we were headlining, and we were the second band up on the bill. So everybody else dropped off.
Wow! So you just like toughed it out to get the hell home, pretty much.
Well,
pretty much.
In Dallas, Glenn Benton was like, "Yo, we're going the fuck home."
Yeah.
We were like, okay, well, I guess because the next show, the rounding was crazy because it was Dallas and Off Day and then New York City. And
what?
Yeah, I believe that's being DeFonced, is it not?
I don't think I've ever done anything that extreme. I think if anything, I've done like Dallas day off and then Atlanta.
Well, that's a grip, but I mean, Dallas day off, New York, and then Deicide was like, well, we're not going to New York, so we were like,
because they're from Florida, aren't they?
Dallas. Yeah, we were like, we'll just drive from Dallas to Pennsylvania. So we drove to Pennsylvania, and then the day after New York was supposed to be Baltimore, and the promoter in Baltimore just like begged us to do it.
Wow.
It's like, just come down and headline, and we were like, okay, sure. So the last show of the metal, and it was like an official Metal Alliance show, was us and Smart Crown,
and it was still branded that way. Wow.
Yeah.
That's something.
That was a wild ride, dude. Lorna Shore got fucked on that one. A bunch of that was.
Dude, it was just like, it was something every day, and I don't necessarily believe. I don't think it was all Stefan's fault. I don't know whose fault it was. I don't think it was. Yeah.
Steve Seabury's fault. All of it.
I've heard a lot of things, and I'm not gonna sit here. We're not gonna talk shit,
sure.
but
I will.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
But yes, that's what I heard. I mean, it was just like, oh man, I don't know, crazy. It's just like I just remember hearing, like I said, I was like hearing about something when that tour was happening from, I think, day one when it took off. It was just something new every single day, and I was just like, Steph, I mean, what's going? Just cancel it, maybe. I don't even know. Like, this is crazy. Just thinking, it's like, this is nuts. Like, is this worth dealing with, and having these bands deal with all this crap? Is it worth? It started like,
I think the first show of that tour was supposed to be in Montreal, and that show was canceled. So the first show of the tour got canceled because of ticket sales, I think.
Oh my fucking God. It's crazy too, but it's like, all the bands are great, but sometimes it just doesn't, I don't know, sell as what you think it's gonna do.
Yeah.
It's just, unfortunately, sometimes it happens that way.
It's unpredictable because sometimes you can have a package that's totally like different bands and people show up, but other times, like we did that other Metal Alliance with Acacia Strain and Dying Fetus.
Oh yeah, how did that go?
Not the attendance wasn't great on that one either, and I think it was just because like
just the mix.
They were so different.
Yeah, though that's like very different. Like putting Fetus and Acacia Strain together, it's like, what?
Yeah, and then it was like us,
and then you got Jungle Rot. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's too mixed, unfortunately.
Or just like maybe a bad mix. I feel like some mixes can be interesting. Like people can be like,
okay.
And it could be kind of an interesting dynamic. But I think was not one that was that.
Yeah.
So like,
didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
No, but it was, it
was all right.
There was definitely, some highlights from it, I think.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself overall.
Yeah. No, that's good at least. I mean, I would have I didn't go to that one, but I would have enjoyed it. Like me, I listen to like all types of metal. So like I love Acacia Strain, and I love Dying Fetus. So If I were able to see them both on one show, I'd be stoked as fuck.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of people
this is sick, you know. But some, you know, hardcore Fetus fans or whatever might be like, I'm not going to that. Or you know what I'm saying, and even like Acacia Strain fans, like maybe like, what? I don't want to. No, I don't like death metal. What the fuck is this?
Because they don't want to have to go and just watch the one band that they like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Or maybe that they will, but even then, that creates kind of a strange dynamic.
Yeah, exactly.
In the show, so it's like, well, I'm just here for this band, you know. And the people that were there to see us, they were like only there to see us. Oftentimes, you know, and they would tell us as much.
Wow.
Like, yeah, we're just here to see you guys, and I'm like, oh man,
really? It's like, you don't like Fetus? You know, it's like what?
It's like, come on.
Yeah, it's like awkward. I feel like it's like awkward hearing that as man. Like, I'm only here to see you, and you're like, oh, thank you.
Especially with
how unfortunate for your sense of taste.
Yeah.
The other bands will be like standing right there too.
Right? Yeah. They have no clue.
It's like, oh, thanks.
It's like,
your
yeah,
band, dude.
Yeah. This guy don't like you guys. Just put him on the spot real quick.
Yeah.
Make it real awkward, then walk away.
Oh, yeah, I would do that.
Yeah, you would.
In Germany, they'll just tell you right to your face they don't like your band.
Jesus, really?
Oh, yeah.
They're that straightforward there?
Or they might like you, but they'll tell you that you suck that night and then buy all your merch. They'll be like, so what happened tonight? You guys did not play very well.
You're much fatter than you were last time.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're like, I'll take one of these and one of these and one of these and one of these and spend like €100, 100 Deutschmarks at your...
After they tell you that they hate you.
Yeah. It's real funny.
That is very interesting.
It's rampant. It's a cultural thing.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's definitely what it is. How was that Europe tour with the Rivers and Nile guys last year?
That was my favorite tour ever.
Really?
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It looked awesome. I remember seeing some videos of both of you guys, and then obviously pictures, and it looked like it went. I mean, it did go really well. I mean, it did. I think it exceeded everyone's expectations.
Oh yeah, I mean, talking to
we didn't know how it was going to go.
Yeah. They weren't sure that it was gonna. I mean, dude, I think most nights were like very close to sold out.
Yeah, I was like seeing that, like, oh, we're like a few tickets away from sellout. I'm like, whoa.
London sold out, Paris sold out. I think the Netherlands sold out.
Jeez, wow.
Yeah, it was really good.
Europe loves rivers. And dude, I think being able to kind of be along for that ride was.
It probably helps you guys.
It was just a pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely. I mean, you had to gain fans from that.
I think we did.
Yeah. Because you and Rivers obviously, you guys mesh well together.
Yeah,
very well together. You both.
Every band on that tour was amazing.
Yeah, even Mole.
Yeah.
Dude, that band's incredible.
And they're sweethearts too, man.
They are. And then the opener was
Orbit Culture.
Orbit Culture. Dude, that new record's so good.
Wonderful. Yeah, they're wonderful drunk Swedes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Brody.
With the heaviest gear you've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Like weight heavy?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What?
It was like, because we would all help each other every day, and it was like, okay, now it's time for Orbit Culture shit. It's, but they're great dudes. But you got to watch them, though. They'll drink all your beer before you.
That's what Brody's told me. He said, "Dude, those guys know they can party, like they can drink. Like it's hard to keep up with them."
Oh no! By the time you start drinking, all your beer's gone.
Yep.
The beer came into the room. 2 minutes later, it is gone.
They
drank it for you.
Yep.
Listen, we're doing you guys a favor, all right?
Yeah, well, they were essentially.
You don't have to. Yeah, we'll have the hangover for you.
I love as well.
Dude, band's incredible.
Yeah, they're sick.
They're really cool, and I actually picked them up like a year ago, and I think we were gonna have them come over this year at some point. But incredible band, very nice guys.
We'd love to tour with them.
Yeah. Man. I think they're because we're obviously Rivers is gonna want to tour next year, or you got the new record coming out. And I think they were I'm pretty sure they were one of the bands on the list that they sent me. And I was like, cool. If we can make that happen.
In the States.
I mean, dude, the same one in the States would crush. I think Orbit Culture, a lot of people are picking up on them right now.
Big time.
Since the record came out. And
Nisha.
Yeah. I've talked to them before a few times, and they're great. They're nice as hell too. And I remember just every single they came out, Orbit Culture, every single single they came out with, I was just blown away by. I was like, this band has it, like giving me like Gojira vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, big time
Gojira vibes. And I was like, it's tasteful, very catchy, good vocals, good clean singing, everything. I was just like, damn, this is really fucking awesome. Brent asked if did Andy do his guest vocals live on that tour?
Oh yeah, every night.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Andy can sing, guys.
I've got a picture of him somewhere in hot shorts.
What?
Yeah.
Playing a show?
Shirtless or something, or like with like a
I made like a
something.
Crop top, yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, I do not I look like I have a tire around my waist, and I wore that with like hot shorts. It was bad.
Somebody in the crowd did something.
Oh no! Like people were like taking pictures of my gut.
Are you kidding me?
Like focusing on it, and I'm singing that river song, and I'm just like, ooh, this is good thing I have a girlfriend who loves me.
Yeah. oh! So you wore that when you came out to do the guest part?
I did. Well, I did it. It was the last night of the tour in Belgium that I did that.
Oh my god, dude!
I came out on stage.
You would do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I started at some point on the tour coming out on stage with them as well. Sand baptism?
Yeah, we
sand
did
baptism?
Sand baptism.
You came out to it too? Mm-hmm. That's fucking tight. And you guys, how long have you guys known each other, like the Rivers and Nile guys?
Since we were kids.
What? Really?
I think I met, dude. I met Brody in like 2006 or 7. Brody, Biggs, Jake, all those dudes. I met Jake, a very long time, man.
Wow. So you guys definitely, go way back. Because I always heard you guys are like even before I even picked up Rivers and Nile, I would always hear oh yeah, Rivers and Nile, Black Crown. They're like brothers. Like those are like brother bands. So you always hear about those bands, right?
Bands.
You know,
we were local bands together. I think in our previous incarnations.
Yes.
My parents kicked me out of my house when I was a kid, and I lived on Jake Diefenbach's couch for a while.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Jake's the fucking man.
Yeah.
He's
sick dude.
He is. Damn. So what else you guys got going on? Are you guys still writing some music right now? Are you always writing?
Yeah, I have out here in Arizona. I've kind of gotten I'm not very technologically advanced, as you know. But how do you plug the headphones in?
Yeah, I don't have a headset. Use your iPhone headset, bro.
You'll be fine, idiot.
I love you, Andy.
I have a good writing setup for myself out here, so I try to just. I still play. I play a lot of guitar.
You do.
I try to just. I practice a bunch, and I try to write. I try to get like an idea a day or so.
Just something.
And I have a lot of ideas now.
That's good.
And Ethan writes a lot too, and
you
eventually
guys
we'll all get together.
Ideas back together.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I think a new album will come together pretty quickly when we decide to actually focus on it. It's been a lot of change in all our personal lives right now, obviously.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Since I'm sort of transitioning into a career, just trying to figure out a plan B.
Yeah.
Because it looks like that's what's pretty necessary right now.
Yeah, I've done it too. I got a part-time job just literally delivering for Amazon 3 days a week, which I like driving and shit, and it's actually been fine. It's like really easy. I literally just go in, clock in. They give me a bag with my keys, the phone and everything, and then you just drive to the front of the building. You pick up your bags, throw them in the Sprinter, and then drive off and go deliver shit. And that's literally it. And then I go do it. I text them like, "Hey, I'm done." They're like, "Okay, return to station." I go back, drop everything off, and I go home. And it's like I was like, "Okay, this is cool." I can do this. I just like to be like,
Sure.
I like,
Hey, Moses.
I always like driving. Even like when I would tour years ago, I would always be like, yo, let me drive. Like, I'm down to drive.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, yeah, this will work for me for a little while. Get me through all this
It
crap.
has to.
It has to, exactly. And it's like, it took me a little while to like accept it because I'm so,
Me too.
yeah, I'm so used to, working for myself in a sense and just like doing, I've been full-time music, booking agent for, fuck man, like living off of it for like 9 years, some shit like that.
Yeah.
So, it's just like, it's been like a weird transition, but at the same time, it's like, okay, this is just what I got to do. And I knew by getting this job, I'd be okay with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's sort of where I'm at right now. I'm starting to, I think, in a realistic sense, we need to maybe start to look at the possibility that this isn't going to come back anytime soon.
Yeah.
And, what does life look like without that? And it sucks, but
it does.
I'm the type of person that's like, well, I want it to be this way, but it's too fucking bad. It's not that way.
Yeah, you have to accept it and just, it's either, okay, I'm going to get this part-time job to get me through all this bullshit, or, it might turn into full-time. I may pick up more shifts. I'm going to
starting a full-time today.
Yeah, or I'm going to spend all the money in my savings account that I worked very hard for. And for once in my life, I was able to save up, money and have a savings, and I'm 33, So it's like, so do I want to blow through all that? Because I can't accept what's happening. Fuck that. I'm going to go fucking work, and that's it. That's what we got to do.
And if it comes back, and somebody's like, hey, go play your guitar, cool,
we're
great.
going back on
but
tour.
I don't anticipate it anytime soon, personally.
No, I don't. People will literally ask me a lot. And even bands I work with, I'm like, when do you think we could start touring again? I'm like, I don't know necessarily. I cannot give you an answer. I wish I had an answer.
How could you?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, when do you think it's going to start? I'm like, I'm hoping by mid next year. I'm hoping by spring, or I'm hoping by fall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And I've told bands, I'm like, please stop asking me. I mean, I know I sound like a dick saying that, but when I have an answer for you, like if I know some concrete information, you're going to be first to know. You're going to get an email, you're going to get a call, or you're going to get a text from me being like, yo, here we go, Let's go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, until then, I'm sorry. Let's just keep doing your thing, keep writing music, making any content you guys can make, and get a job on the side or whatever to get you boys, and you guys through. And when shit starts rolling again, we're gonna get back at it. Once
the 2 weeks to flatten the curve is over.
I think the 2 weeks is almost over.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe they meant like 2 cosmic weeks.
Gosh.
2 weeks for like Pluto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 billion years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just laugh about
it. It's hard to say. Yeah. I feel like it's going to be a combination factor,
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to come back real spotty, like some places will be easier to go than others because they have their situation under control, because red tape will be already taken down or whatever. It'll be easy for that to happen. In some places, and other places will be off limits. Or they'll be like on limits, but it'll be like half open.
Yeah. It's gonna be those situations.
Or like all the. It'll be interesting. But I do think people are gonna fight for it because they miss it and they want it to happen. It's their livelihood. So I think people are going to try to fight to make it happen in whatever
definitely
way that happens. It's just tough though, because it's not very sustainable to go to whatever
state that's open.
Kansas and play for a half capacity.
Well, yeah,
venue.
you know, and I got hit up by Anthony from who's a good friend of mine from Come and Take It Live in Austin, and he was like, "Hey, so I guess you got dude, great venue, great staff, everyone there rules." And he told me like I think it was last week. He was like, "Hey, it looks like we're going to be able to open again in November at I think he said half capacity. I'm pretty sure 50%." I was like, "Okay,
wow."
I'm like, I mean, I hope, like, I mean, because, you know, he luckily, you know, he's one of the few probably that has like a really good landlord, and he's been very good with them. But regardless of that, anyway, he told me that, and he's like, "Yo, let's get some bands to come down to Texas and do some shows," and I'm like, it's not gonna be that easy. Like,
like the problem is other states are not
going to be open, or they're going to be, 25% capacity to where like the band will make pennies,
which means they won't.
They won't leave. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess some will try, and that will help things get back on the ground. But I bet it's either end of next year before things are just start to even resemble normal.
Yes. Yeah.
But who knows, man? Who knows? I feel like things like this can surprise you, like something
for
change,
sure.
And like
overnight. I mean, anything.
It's just like anything in life where you're just like, oh well, yeah, it's not what I actually thought it was.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, but like I don't know. I've thought about it a lot, and I think it'll be a while.
Yeah, it'll be a little while.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I've been trying to work from home myself, and gotta do what you gotta do.
That's really it, man. Well, guys, I really do appreciate you doing this episode with me. It's been a minute since we caught up.
Yeah.
And I was also
able
to learn some more Blackground Initiate history. There's a lot of stuff I didn't really know about the band,
we met in Vietnam.
We met in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, everyone, please go pick up the new Blackground record. It's fucking incredible. The artwork is right there. Okay, it's on the side of me. It's awesome. Go listen to it if you haven't. And then, to anyone who missed this episode, I'm going to have it up on my YouTube probably in the next couple days, and we'll post it up. And, we'll go from there. I really appreciate it, guys. James, sell feet pics from home. There you go.
That's Moses, dude.
Yeah.
Moses is saying that about you. He's not wrong.
Ouch, mate.
You don't want to, dude. Feet pics, bro.
James has size 32 feet.
Yeah.
Size 32?
I wear like a size 15 foot and like...
Holy crap.
15 foot. You wear a size 15 foot?
Yeah. Like 15 feet.
Ouch, mate.
Ouch, mate.
That's a big foot.
Yeah.
You got there.
It's like all weird and I mean, you don't want to see that, man. Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see that, dude. Don't be Ouch,
no. Ouch, mate.
He can undo twist ties with his toes and shit.
I cannot. No fucking way.
I can pick up shampoo bottles.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
How tall are you?
Baseball with it with his foot.
What? How tall are you, James?
Dribble a basketball. I'm 6'2".
Yeah,
6'2". All right. You look taller.
6'2".
I was like expecting to say like 6'6". 6'7".
I'm 6'2". That's just the camera angle. 6'2". Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I got long lizard feet, just like I got long lizard hands, lizard talents.
Just what it is.
All right, lizard cock.
Oh my god. You cannot do it.
It's a snake.
I have a long lizard cock.
Slippery serpent snake.
Well, before we end this, we're gonna do a thing on Twitch where before you end a stream, you can go raid somebody else with your viewers. So I can go dump my viewers into someone else's stream.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So I think it would be cool. Let's see who's on right now. Maybe even Matt from Trivium. He's streaming right now.
Yeah, do that.
We should do Matt from Trivium. I've always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
He sent me a message saying a really nice compliment about
the
record
record
and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've never talked to him before, but I always hear amazing things about Matt.
Seems like a nice dude, man.
Yeah, and he's been killing it on Twitch.
Yep.
Oh
He's
yeah,
been crushing, and he's been on it for years now. He brings he would stream Trivium shows, like they go on tour and they would stream every single show.
That's pretty.
How
cool.
insane is that?
That's smart.
Yeah,
That's to bring another rig like that on tour. Jeez, dude, it's a lot of equipment. But anyway, thank you again. We're gonna go raid Matt from Trivium. I love you guys. Hang in there. We'll get back to it again soon.
You too, man.
That beautiful
Likewise.
music.
I love you too. Smooch Rosie for me.
I will smooch Rosie for you.
Oh man.
All right.